Obviously, I'm running on my own merits, but I'm very proud of my husband's record as President of the United States. And you know what's great about this is look at this stage and look at the diversity you have here in the Democratic Party. Any one of us would be a better president than our current president or the future Republican nominee. So I'm looking forward to making my case to the people of this country, and I hope they will judge me on my merits.
30 seconds, Senator Gravel. Do you have a problem with it?
Oh, yes, I do. A serious problem. The Democratic Party used to stand for the ordinary working man, but the Clintons and the DLC sold out the Democratic Party to Wall Street. Look at where all the money is being raised right now. For Hillary, Obama, and Edwards, it's the hedge funds, it's Wall Street bankers, it's the people who brought you what you have today. Please wake up. Just look at the New York Times of the 17th of July that analyzes where the money's coming from. It comes from the bankers on Wall Street and, of course, hedge funds, which is code for bankers on Wall Street. And they're lock, stock, and barrel in their pockets.
Since you went to Senator Obama, we'll let you respond if you want.
Look, I think every single question we've heard, you see cynicism about the capacity to change this country. And the question for the American people who desperately want change is who's got a track record of bringing about change? Who can unify the country so that we're not just talking about Democrats and Republicans, but we're talking about Americans? And who can overcome the special interests in Washington so that we have a president of the United States who is fighting on behalf of ordinary people. And that, I think, is going to be the kind of president that is going to be elected, is going to be nominated by the Democrats, and I believe that I am best qualified to fill that role.
In our remaining few minutes, the questions turn to two subjects, God and guns. First question.
Hi, I'm Zane Abraham in Oakland, California. The cathedral behind me is the perfect backdrop for this question. This quarter reads, United States of America. And when I turn it over, you find that it reads, Liberty. In God we trust. What do those words mean to you?
Senator Biden.
My religion informs my values. My reason dictates outcomes. My religion taught me about abuse of power. That's why I moved to write the Violence Against Women Act. That's why I take the position I take under 4. It came about as a consequence of the reasoning that we were able to do it. You know, look, I don't think they're inconsistent. I don't find anything inconsistent about my deep religious beliefs and my ability to use reason. I think the coin's got it just right. I think I have it in perspective.
Here's a question from the other side of the coin.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Marsh from Thousand Oaks, California, proud citizen of the United States of America that does not believe in God. However, the former President Bush said this statement was an oxymoron. Now, I am worried about the amount of time given to evangelical concerns, while secular voters are more or less getting snubbed. Faith in politics forum? So my question is this. Am I wrong in fearing a Democratic administration that may pay lip service to the extremely religious as much as the current one? And if so, why? Thank you for your time.
Senator Edwards.
As President of the United States, we will embrace and lift up all Americans, whatever their faith beliefs, or whether they have no faith belief, as Stephen just spoke about. That's what America is. Now, my faith is enormously important to me personally. It's gotten me through some hard times, as I'm sure that's true of a lot of the candidates who are on this stage. But it is crucial that the American people know that as president, it will not be my job, and I believe it would be wrong for me to impose my personal faith beliefs on the American people or to decide any kind of decision, policy decision, that will affect America on the basis of my personal faith beliefs.
Senator Obama.
I am proud of my Christian faith, and it informs what I do. And I don't think that people of any faith background should be prohibited from debating in the public square. But I am a strong believer in the separation of church and state, and I think that we've got to translate. By the way, I support it not just for the state, but also for the church, because that maintains our religious independence, and that's why we have such a thriving religious life. But what I also think is that we are under obligation in public life to translate our religious values into moral terms that all people can share, including those who are not believers. And that is how our democracy is functioning, will continue to function. That's what the Founding Fathers intended.
I have another question regarding guns.
Good evening, America. My name is Jared Townsend from Clio, Michigan. To all the candidates, tell me your position on gun control, as myself and other Americans really want to know if our babies are safe. This is my baby, purchased under the 1994 gun ban. Please tell me your views. Thank you.
Governor Richardson, you have one of the highest NRA ratings.
The issue here, I believe, is instant background checks. Nobody who has a criminal background or is mentally ill should be able to get a weapon. That is the key. And that includes gun sales. That includes gun sales at gun shows. The key is going to be also attacking poverty, bringing people together, dealing with those kids in the ghettos that are heavy users of gun violence and they're victims